Alright, finally OBS again, the software. And good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello Clara, how are you? Hello Sandy. How is everybody? Happy, what is today? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? Alright everybody, we are not going to waste time to talking about trading is a learnable skill. Yeah, we are late. Alright everybody, so today we have concepts about multiple time frame trading. Never forget, this stream it's not trading or investment advice, alright? So let's get to it everybody. This is not trading advice, dismiss, alright. So today we're going to talk about everybody multiple time frame trading, alright? And this is one of the lessons that me personally I love the most. So left up corner everybody, right monthly chart, left down corner, right weekly chart, right up corner, right daily chart, and right down corner you write 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, right? And here is the question, how are you going to trade the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? When the monthly it's like this everybody, when the weekly is like this, alright, when the weekly is like this, and when the daily chart is like this, alright? Just an example. So here is the question, and the monthly might be the market wave, right? Alright? The market wave or the short-term trend, whatever. Here is the question everybody. Hedge fund trader Clara, hedge fund trader Sandy, would you buy or would you sell the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? That's the question. And this lesson, hopefully, if you're going to understand what we're talking about, this lesson, it's a lesson about probabilities. Alright? This is a lesson about the understanding of probabilities. Would you buy or would you sell? I'm great, Sandy, thank you very much. Don't worry everybody, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Would you buy the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, or would you sell the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? And let's simplify everybody. Let's talk about direction. Sandy says long. Anybody else? Let's make a poll everybody online. Would you go long, would you buy, or would you go short, would you sell? What would you do? No, there is no right or wrong, it's just a question about probabilities. You can say long, and we're going to go address the probabilities of going long, and you can say short, and we're going to address the probabilities of going short. And this is hopefully going to clarify why you are losing most of the time. Hedge fund trader Ala, hedge fund trader Clara, hedge fund trader Julius, hedge fund trader Ernesto. I will go long after the retracement, says Clara. Clara, I will go long after retracement. Give me a second. Let me type high because I have a heart in between. Conflicting signals should stay away. Alright, everybody, so nobody wants to go short, right? Now, hedge fund trader Clara and hedge fund trader Sandy. Clara is a little bit more specific, which is alright. You want to go long after the retracement, agreed? You would buy in here, agreed everybody? On the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart? Everybody, I don't know how to tell you, if you can understand this lesson, your trading is going to improve, but you must be humble enough to understand and be humble and admit that, oh yeah, I'm really doing this. I'm really thinking and charting and perceiving the market in that way. If you are not humble to be coachable and admit, yeah, I'm doing these things in the wrong way and this is just a lesson and no, the market doesn't work this way, then your trading is not going to improve. Make sense? Alright. So, all of you online, if you buy in here and if you lose, why did you lost? And I'm going to help you. This loser was predictable. Look at the 4 charts, give it a 20-30 seconds or a minute. Look at the 4 charts. You bought after the counter trend line break and you've lost. And when you do this in the advanced course, I'm going to yell at you and I'm going to tell you, what did you do? What did you do? Hello 4K. Everybody, you've lost. You were buying an uptrend. You were doing everything right, waiting for the retracement, and there was this. You were waiting for the counter trend line break, and there was. And you've lost on the trade, and this trade it's not an okay loser, because I'm going to call you institutional trader. I'm going to call you in the office and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to really yell at you, why did you do this? Take some time, look at the 4 charts and try to figure out why this was a predictable loser if you bought when you bought. And if you don't know, type in the chat. I don't know. I'm looking at the monthly, I'm looking at the weekly, I'm looking at the daily, I'm looking at the 1 hour, 2 hour chart, and I don't know why I've lost. Why are you yelling at me? Because I would yell at you. Make sense, everybody? And welcome to the multiple time frame trading. When you get the market, you are going to make money and start losing less. Forex course 101, it's all about learn how to lose less. As a matter of fact, I'm going to, it's a great quote, right? Brilcom, give me a second, everybody. In the meantime that you are thinking, right? Alright, so learning phase, so I'm going to write down here, it's a great quote. Learn how to lose less. Learn how to lose less. Forex course 101, it's all about learning how to lose less. And then maybe, what, 8? Forex course 101, learning phase. Alright, maybe like this. Learn how to lose less, right? There you go. Salvar, save, and Forex course 101, it's all about the market, it's the learning phase, learn how to lose less. Forex course 22, it's about how to make the money. Sandy, hard time frame are not conforming uptrend. I lost because the monthly is short. The monthly is not short. Let's put a candle or candlestick formation in here, right? Let's put a candle. Candlestick formation. The monthly is not short, Clara. Alright everybody, so you went long and you've lost. Why? Because, tell me, is the daily chart in an uptrend or is the daily chart in a downtrend? And everybody, pen and paper, this is all good news. So when I'm asking you, is the daily chart in an uptrend or is the daily chart in a downtrend, we are talking about the skill of perception. What does this mean? I need to train myself I need to study the charts. I really need to study, I need to go on the chart. This Fibonacci, we're not there yet. I really need to go to the chart and I need to figure out what is what, right? What is an uptrend, what is the market way, what is the relevant high, relevant low. I really need to study the charts and learn. I need to train my brain to understand, alright, what is what. Until my brain is trained to correctly understand the patterns, I am going to lose. Downtrend, downtrend. Very good. So why did you buy? Now this is not a fight, right? Talk to me like a friend. So why did you buy on the 2-hour chart a downtrend? What's the answer? Hedge fund trader Sandy and hedge fund trader Clara, you are both correct. Now I'm yelling at you, why the heck did you buy a downtrend? It's a long-term downtrend, short-term retracement. 4K, what would you do? Would you buy the 1-hour chart, 2-hour chart, 4-hour chart, or would you sell the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart? When the setup on the chart it's like this, what would you do? Everybody online, some of the students are late. What would you do? Would you buy the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart, or would you sell the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart? Got confused with the relevant high and low on the daily chart. So if you want to buy, and if we are clear that, oh, it's in a downtrend on the daily, here is the question, why are you buying a downtrend? And you are doing this already, everybody, make sense? This is good news, bad news. It's part of the skill. It's a perception issue. It's called spatial intelligence. What's the bad news? Until you get skilled, you are going to lose most of the time. I would sell. Sir. I would rather wait than buy. Why would you sell an uptrend on the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart? See how this goes, everybody? You cannot escape the why. If you say, I'm going to buy, I'm going to ask you, why would you buy? And if you say, oh, I'm going to sell, I'm going to ask you, why would you sell? I'm going to buy, you bought the market, you lost, and you know that you've lost because you bought a downtrend. Why did you buy, or why are you keep doing this? Why are you buying downtrends from the higher time frame? When you sell, oh, I'm going to sell, and the market goes up and stops you out, why the heck did you sell an uptrend on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart? Boss, this is confusing. Welcome to the multiple time frame trading. Let's try to make some sense out of it, and let's try to find some solutions. So what is what? Who is going to... Everybody, where is the greatest force? When it doesn't really matter if you buy or sell on the 1 hour, 2 hour chart. Look at the 4 time frames and tell me where is the greatest force. Just type in the chat, the greatest force is long or to buy, or type in the chat, the greatest force is short, is to sell. And don't be shy, we're here to learn. Convergences from trading and confirmation time frame must be there. You have the convergences, you have the counter trendline break, and the market is moving up, and you have a short-term uptrend on the daily, and the daily it's breaking the counter trend line. You have all the convergences to buy. So logically, what are you going to do? The greatest is to sell. Anybody else? Let's talk about perception of the market. Anybody else? This is going to explain why you are a consistent loser, everybody. Pat yourself on the back, it's not personal. We are talking about the skill, about perception. Sandy says buy, so we have 1 sell, 1 buy. Anybody else? Anybody else want to take the chance? Boss, on what time frame? All time frames. So one more time. Look at the 4 time frames, monthly, weekly, daily, and the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, and type in the chat, in general, where is the greatest force? Do you believe that from the monthly, the market in the next decade is going to go up in here? Or do you believe that the market in the next decade is going to fall down to here? And this is a perception issue. 4K, sell, sir, because higher time frame says that the market trend is short long term. But why would you, if you sell, where would you put the stop loss? And again, one more time, 4K, you are the teacher. Why would we sell an uptrend? Why would we sell an uptrend? If you sell, everybody, if you sell right now, do we agree that this is speculating? You are speculating. This is speculation. Type in the chat. Yes, if I short the market right now on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, which is 90% world population are on those charts. Alright? Maybe because of the capital or whatever. And everybody, if you don't have $10,000 to trade a live account, you can join the incubation. Alright? Type in the web xrading.com/MikeBoss. Alright? And join the incubation. Put your details in here and you need to put down your $1,000, but with the $1,000 you are going to trade 10,000 live account on your name. All right, everybody? Boss, I don't have 10,000. Now the incubator is going to give you real account, live account, real money. All right, if you put $5,000, then in stage 1 you start with 50. But remember, you can only lose your money. Fair enough? Yeah, next week I have 2 new traders. Next week I'm going to show you for real, right? Alright. Big gamble to sell on the 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart. Exactly. But if you buy, do you want to buy, everybody? Do you want to buy? So from the manual, it's for free for you, everybody. Give me a second. Fibonacci numbers, not yet. Support, resistance. Lesson 14, concept about multiple time frame trading. Number 1, learn that different patterns has different stop loss levels. This is going to help you. Different patterns has different stop loss levels on different time frames. Bigger patterns are stronger than smaller patterns. Bigger patterns are stronger than smaller patterns. So what I'm doing on the 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, this is going to be reflected from the daily, weekly and monthly. Agreed, everybody? You are setting a trap. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, on purpose. Yes, I am setting a trap. And number 3, the higher time frame patterns controls price movement and market direction. The smaller time frame patterns. So Forex course 101 question to ponder and study the charts. What gives direction to my patterns on the 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart? This is going to help you lose less, everybody. Before you enter the market, ask yourself, what is giving you the direction to my pattern? So, isn't this a great question to ask, everybody? Before I buy the market on the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart, I should ask myself, what is giving the direction to this trend? And the answer is, of course, the multiple time frames. The daily is giving the direction, long-term direction, short-term direction, momentum, whatever. The weekly is giving the short-term direction, long-term direction, momentum to the daily. And the monthly is giving direction, short-term direction, long-term direction to the weekly. So if I'm consistently losing, winner, loser, winner, loser, 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 winner, loser, loser, winner, winner, loser, I need to understand that I need to play this game, for a lack of a better word, it's a profession, I need to play this profession from the 4 time frames. And I don't know what to do for the last 5 years, because student traders don't listen to me when I'm telling you, you cannot become a professional trader just staring at one chart. And some people go 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years and then quit. You cannot make it in this business just staring at one chart. It's part of the formula. Success in trading, it's a formula, it's not a fantasy, it's a quote, right? It's a formula. What does the formula say? Don't base your decisions just from the 1 hour, 2 or 4 hour chart. This is wrong. Not wrong in terms of strategy, but wrong in terms of probabilities and trading. I'm not going to ask you, do you agree with me? I'm going to ask you a better question. Does this make sense? Boss, can you repeat please? Yes, sir. You cannot make money consistently just from one time frame. It's impossible. Not wrong, but it's not working. Does this make sense? And now, right now, you have an example. Sandy says, I would still buy on the small time frame. You are setting yourself up for destruction. Alright? Now, of course, our knowledge is limited. Why did we lose? When you bought the market, wasn't the market at past resistance on the daily? You bought the market and you lost, and I'm yelling at you, why the heck did you buy the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart, 4 hour chart? Why the heck did you buy up in here? Oh, because we are an uptrend. What about the resistance up in here? And what about that? This is the relevant high, this is the relevant low, this is the relevant high, this is the relevant low, and this is the trend, and you are buying a retracement on this trend at past resistance. Tell me, everybody, am I a fair boss yelling to you like this? Or I am arrogant and not fair? I'm not going to hit you. We are online, come on. Talk to me as a friend. Am I in the right to yell at you? Why did you do this? Or am I just arrogant son of a SOB, Why is he yelling at me? What would you do with your traders? Would you tell your traders that, oh, this was an okay entry? Or would you yell at your traders, what the heck did you go long up in here? Yes, we're going to learn about retracement trading too. It's part of the manual, it's part of the skill. When we are going to learn about support, resistance, pivot points, the second module is called timing and retracement trading, but we are not there yet. We are in here so far. So this is the best question ever, how to lose less. According to what you see on the confirmation time frame, what should you do? Should you go short or long on your trading time frame to have a better probability, not a guarantee, a probability? What gives direction to my patterns on the 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart? If you can implement those questions, everybody, to your trading, you are going to start lose less, because you are going to correct your perception. Sir, what would you do on each of these time frames and why specifically? 4K, you tell me. Alright? The best way to learn is me questioning you and you giving the wrong answers. Make sense, everybody? Did you hear the story that don't give a man a fish, teach him how to fish? But part of the answer is already here. What would you do? Well, I would not buy up in here the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. Why not? Because I am going against the downtrend, so I'm going against the direction from the daily chart. Agreed, everybody? I'm going against the daily chart direction. Those are the relevant highs and lows, and especially in here because I'm at past resistance, where the market tends to reverse 7 times out of 10. Make sense, everybody? You don't need, those are predictable losers. Fair enough, our knowledge is limited. We are going to talk about more in the next module, timing and retracement trading. Now, if this loser makes sense to you, homework, check your trading and don't do this anymore. Let me type hi, I have a heart on the chat. Does that mean that I was partially right? Everybody, there is no right or wrong, make sense? This is not a game of being right or wrong. This is a game of understanding probabilities. Sometimes you are going to go long in here, and sometimes the market is going to go your way, make sense? Sometimes the market is going to do one last push and give you money before it's going to start to reverse. Make sense, everybody? Forex course 202 quote: making money in the market is not a functionality of being right or wrong. Alright, it's too soon for you to understand, we are just in the beginning. But you're going to understand this quote in the Forex course 202. Making money has nothing to do with us, analysts, and in the future traders being right or wrong. Somebody typed, this is counterintuitive. Exactly. Do you think that 90% of doctor, lawyer, movie star, pilot, Uber driver, gardener, school teacher, architect, professional military man, do you believe those people all around the world, 90% world population, are stupid? No, they are not. We are not stupid, but we don't get the game. Making money consistently has nothing to do on me being right or wrong. But I need to understand how probabilities are working. Make sense, everybody? That makes sense, thank you. How to identify support and resistance. In the next lesson, Sandy. In the next lesson, alright, everybody? Next lessons. But today, if you can understand that what you do on the 1 hour or 4 hour chart or the 50-minute chart is the least relevant, then I taught you something and I did my job as a coach. Boss, can you repeat please? What I do on the smaller time frames, it's the least relevant. Semi-professional analysts, those are not traders yet. Advanced analysts, semi-professional analysts, or they call them traders. They are not making it because they, number one, it's all about education, but or they have the right education, but they are still stubborn and they trade just from one chart. Does this make sense? This is the grandfather. This is the grandfather, this is the father, and that's the kid. Bad news for you. Good news, bad news, bad news. If you don't understand what is happening on the monthly, it's not personal, we're talking about the skill here. If you don't understand what is happening on the monthly, then consequently you're going to have a wrong perception on the weekly and wrong perception on the daily. Therefore, you are going to lose most of the time on the 1 hour, 2 or 4 hour chart. Does this make sense? Wow. Ring the bell? Not on YouTube, on the other streaming platform, somebody typed, wow, wow. Ring the bell, does this make sense? Boss, can you repeat please? I'm writing this down. If you don't understand, talking about the skill, spatially. If you don't understand what is going on the monthly chart, consequently, then you are going to have the wrong vision slash perception on the weekly chart and the daily chart. Therefore, you are going to lose on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart. 15 minutes too. Take a screenshot of this, type in the chat done. If you don't understand, and it's not personal, we're talking about the skill. If you don't understand spatially what is going on the monthly chart, consequently, then you are going to have the wrong vision, the wrong perception on what is going on the weekly chart and the daily chart. Therefore, you are going to lose on the... It's common sense, right? Talk to me, everybody. Isn't this common sense? Type in the chat. Yes, this is common sense. If it's not common sense, type in the chat. I'm going to explain to you. If this is not common sense, please talk to me. All right? For us to check the... Alright, so still the same. Yeah, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Everybody, did you take a screenshot, photo, whatever, with a cell phone? Alright, now let's move forward. Monthly chart. Is the monthly chart telling you that we are... It's just an example to trick you, right? But talk to me. Is your brain seeing a downtrend on the monthly? Or is your brain seeing an uptrend on the monthly? This is not an uptrend, this is not a downtrend. True, but how do you understand what you see right now? Do you see higher highs, higher lows, or do you see lower lows, lower highs? Type in the chat. Does this picture look like this picture, the red one, or does this picture look like the blue one? Everybody, does this picture, this price action on the monthly look like more the red one, or does this picture look more like the blue one? Type in the chat, red or blue. Yeah, I need to quiet the cell phone, right? Talk to me, there is no right or wrong, don't need to be shy. You don't need to be shy, everybody. Uptrend. Alright, so 75% uptrend, very good. So from the monthly standpoint, the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour should go blue. Excellent. So from the blue, the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour should go up, right? Agreed, everybody? This is one. This is 1/4 of the story of the business transaction, of the business operation. You have 1/4 of the story talking about the probabilities on this. Agreed? Now, how do you understand the weekly chart? Does the weekly look like to you the red, talking about direction, or does the weekly look like blue to you? And remember, those two have a direct relationship. Alright? Before you enter on the weekly, you should check the monthly. Those two are in a direct relationship. The grandfather is going to smack the grandfather. What about the weekly? Do you see the weekly like in a downtrend, or do you see the weekly in an uptrend? How do you see? Boss, why don't you make it easier? I can't. I cannot make you you are not going to learn anything, everybody. Make sense? Those difficult examples are on purpose. Fair enough? Uptrend. So this is the relevant low. This is the relevant high. And we've learned from previous lessons that once, now this is me projecting, that once the market is going to make higher highs, higher lows and break this relevant high, then only and only then this is going to confirm the relevant low. Agreed, everybody? Boss, can you repeat please? We've learned in the previous lessons that this is the relevant low on the 75% uptrend. You are looking at the same thing, just on a different perspective. And this is why it takes some time and studying the charts and some work to do. Alright? But this is this. You are looking at exactly the same price action, just from a different time frame. On the monthly, you are going to see bearish candles. On the weekly, you are going to see lower lows, lower highs. So we are in a 75% uptrend on the weekly, but this low is not confirmed yet. What does this mean? The market is still in a retracement. Agreed, everybody? Monthly direction is up based on what you see. You are not speculating anymore. You are basing your decision based on what you see. The weekly direction, it's up to, because this is the grandfather, this is the father, grandfather, you know. But short term, the weekly, it's in a retracement. Agreed? Type in the chat, yes I agree, or type in chat, no I don't agree, you are wrong and I'm right, and type in the chat. Agreed, everybody? Now, the weekly chart, so talking about direction, right? So before we go on the daily, how do you see the market? And so the weekly chart, general direction up. The weekly chart, general direction up. But the short-term direction is down, right? And if I buy the weekly example, why buy? Because the direction is up, right? Or the monthly it's up to. If I buy the market in here, and if I put the stop loss in the appropriate place, which is down in here, would this be a premature entry from the weekly? Type in the chat, yes or no. Wow, right? Now, bad news, everybody. You're going to love it. It's going to make all the sense to you. Bad news for you, everybody. But if I short the market, counter trendline break, if I short the market in here, right? If I short the market, and if I put the stop loss up in here, on the short-term trend on the weekly, and I'm risking €1, $1, 1%, what Bitcoin, whatever, and I want to make 1.5 or 2, is this a risky trade or is this not a risky trade? Shorting the market on the weekly. So if I short the market on the weekly, I'm going to profit take from the monthly down in here. Whoa! Take profit from the weekly. So I'm going to short the market because the market's making lower lows, lower highs on the weekly, and it is. And the market is still in a retracement, and it is. But my take profit is down in here when the monthly is the grandfather to the weekly. Boss, this is too complicated. Study this lesson, download it and watch it over and over and over again. Study the manual, send me questions. Because I agree with you, it's in the beginning, this is the game. Talking about the skill. Alright? So it's a risk-reward ratio issue. No, I cannot short the market like this, exactly. But monthly is making a bullish candle, sure. The monthly bullish candle is this price action, right? Delete this one, delete this one, delete this one. The monthly bullish candle is this. Down retracement leg. Market going up, see? Market going up on the month, on the weekly. 4 candles, bam, monthly bullish candle. Alright, everybody? Now, the weekly has a direct relationship with the daily. What is the daily telling you that is going to happen? Do you see the daily, the red one or the blue one? So you've seen the monthly like the blue, you've seen the weekly like the blue, general direction. How do you see the daily? This is just an example to go short. What if you would buy? Why if you would go long on the... Make sense? And if I buy the... Exactly, if I buy the weekly, am I speculating that the market is going to go up? Or am I trading based on what I'm seeing? I think I got it, somebody typed, not on YouTube, on the other streaming platform. Downtrend, alright, we're in a downtrend. So, this is up, this is up, this is down, who is going to win? Long term. Exactly. Long-term trading, it's different from short-term trading. But we are not there yet, alright? We're talking about long-term direction. Alright? Speculating, exactly. So, you have a short-term downtrend at past resistance here, example, and you have a short-term downtrend past resistance here too. So now it's not the time to go long. Agreed, everybody? I mean, you could go long on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour time frame, but it's an example, fair enough, but you are late to the party, makes sense? The retracement trading, the day traders, money is being already made. A day trader on the 15-minute chart would make money up in here. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, alright? But now up in here it's game over to go long. Mustafa, daily looks like reversing to uptrend. You cannot speculate. Everybody makes sense. Most of the losers that we have, beginner traders, is due to speculation. An investment bank like Dukascopy would never put 1 million euros based on a speculation. It looks like. No, I'm not arrogant. I'm trying to teach you. Oh, you're that arrogant. No, it's true. This is not casino, make sense? This is science. It's a formula. You must learn the formula in order to be consistently profitable, everybody. Make sense? But I cannot put 1 million euros on a trade. Oh, it looks like going long right now. It's risky. Wouldn't you agree, everybody? And in the same time, you cannot go short in this setup example because the market's still in an uptrend. Can you understand this, everybody? So there are specific levels and time that you can enter the trade with the highest probability. Does this make sense? By the way, there is no right or wrong. There are just different probabilities. One more and then we finish for today. If you buy the market right now, you are entering prematurely, but the stop loss is what makes the money to the pattern. So premature entry to go long, yes sir, but the stop loss might save you. If you short the market right now on the daily, it's a premature entry because the retracement it's not over. The market still making higher highs, higher lows. Premature entry from the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart too. The only short that you can do is a retracement. Listen up 1 more minute. Give me 1 more minute, alright? The only less risky trade, it's a retracement trade on the daily from here to here. This is the only less risky trade. Alright? Because you are trading the retracement on the retracement. And this is the less risky trade. Wow. Everybody download this lesson and go with this lesson and go on the different charts and try to make sense out of the market, alright? Download this lesson from Dukascopy playlist, webinar, YouTube. Play the lesson and go on the chart and come back to class and tell me what you said it doesn't work, it's not true, or come to the lesson and say, oh, this is really like this. There is a multiple time frame and the monthly is directing the weekly and the weekly is giving direction to the daily and the daily is giving direction. It's really like this. It's clear. It's clear as mud. Alright everybody, see you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong and study the chart like a boss. You are running a business, everybody.